Picture it before you paint it. Download the free Dulux Visualizer app and see how your room will look in any color you choose. Dulux, let's color.
When a room is anchored by a solid colour, you can let loose and liven it up with pretty prints. Choosing courageous pieces like paisley pattern chairs and cushions is something David Muirhead, owner of David Muirhead & Associates, knows a lot about.
David Muirhead is an interior design company, started about 15 years ago. We specialise in high-end residential design as well as hospitality design. Some of our latest projects are 54 and Bath, and numerous other residential projects throughout South Africa and abroad. I believe strongly in interpreting a client. We are interpreters. Designers should be interpreters. The philosophy is to listen to the client and interpret that client, no matter a residential or a hotel design. Fine Living is a boutique function venue with a retail and lifestyle retail store connected to it. It was born a couple of years ago with my partner Ian Grove, and the idea is to be able to have an affordable product range that is designed in South Africa for the South African market in furnishings, and also to attach a venue where people could have functions and share the interior design experience. You know, 1 month the showroom is a turquoise and the next month it may be a charcoal. It's a wonderful platform for me to play with, where we are just completely expressive. I love diversity and playing with different pattern, different design, different proportion, or else life would be very boring. So it's wonderful to be able to do a colourful home, you know, for a very colourful character personality, as well as it is wonderful to do a classical, balanced, symmetrical home in the Hamptons. Colour is essential, however, colour is not for everyone. Johannesburg tends to be a city that's quite expressive, it's courageous. Johannesburg has an energy. We tend to use more colour, whereas the coastal regions tend to be much calmer in South Africa. We love classic contemporary with a lot of courage. The client's brief was freedom, colour, colour, and more colour, and a lot of fun. The home feels like an apartment on the ground, almost a penthouse on the ground. And the garden is such an important and integral part of this home. We painted the garden and the interior harmonious tones. So there's a wonderful harmonious feeling between the garden and the interior spaces. In the general living areas in this home, we've painted lots of color, one tone, sort of linking the spaces together, accented with lots of pattern, beautiful pattern, floral fabrics, wonderful smaller patterns. They all seem to work together, but they're very courageous color. So here we are at the Matthew Williamson Treasure Trove. It's fantasy, it's frivolity at its best. The garden is very important to this home as it's a smaller space. So the wallpaper is reflective of the garden, a love of birds, a love of vegetation, and a love of all things fun and humorous. The wallpaper is almost reflective. It's got a wonderful silver undertone, which accents the colors, beautiful purples, beautiful greens. And green is very, very much grounding for this property. It reflects the garden outside. So it's really a beautiful grounding color for a bedroom, a master suite like this. As guest rooms, we've created darker colors, giving each one an individual space, individuality at its best. It's all about contrast, simple color, but used very intelligently, very cleverly in small spaces. And dark colors, it's important that we become courageous and use dark colors in small spaces. Painting a room a darker color doesn't mean it's much smaller. It actually gives character, it gives charisma to the room, and actually is usually the easiest, most successful way of creating the magic. In the lounge area, we've used bronze mirror, which gives it a reflective quality and adds more space. However, it's not a very overbearing mirror. It's quite subtle in its essence. And then same colors carried through from the dining area through to the lounge space. It's a contemporary classic room, comfortable for watching television, and it's very much a home that's lived in. One of the key aspects of this home is contrast. And our client and friend has another home, which is in the country, which is completely the opposite of this. And here, as we are in the city, this is a city pad. It's about fun, it's frivolity, and it's a lot of color, and it's a lot of contrast. This is the cityscape.
It's not about having a ton of space, it's about making the right decisions for the space. Darker hues set the stage for texture and immediately make a room feel more intimate and cozier. When decorating a living space, choose a colour that makes sense with the function of the area. A rich shade of teal on your walls is modern with a hint of cosy that will make dining and entertaining feel cheerful and natural. When it comes to choosing a colour that best suits your interior, it's vital to consider the room's source of light, be it daytime or nighttime. Paint a sample and live with the colour for a few days to view at different times of the day. Note the time most spent in the room to ensure this is your best suited shade. For a homogeneous, trendy look, painting your trims the same colour as your walls is great for a seamless backdrop for your bold furnishings. Use Dulux Pearl Glow paint for a smooth finish. Using the Dulux Visualizer app, you can pick a colour inspired by your decor pieces. Take a picture and choose your colour. The Dulux Visualizer app will allow you to find the colour you're looking for. Also, search for the colour scheme and save it for your next decorating adventure.
Picture it before you paint it. Download the free Dulux Visualizer app and see how your room will look in any color you choose. Dulux, let's color.